My favorite part about going to East was probably just how involved I became. I was really shy going into high school. I was really shy in middle school, and the first thing I got involved in was student council. It really helped me break out of my shell and realize that people don't care that if you're weird or if you embarrass yourself or you're outgoing. That's not a thing that you should be afraid of. And so it helped me find out who I really am and my whole personality and how being outgoing is fun. And my really good friend Morgan Twibell, who's student body president last year, she kind of convinced me going into as a freshman being hey, you should try student council, it's so much fun, I'm gonna do it this year. I didn't do it last year, but you should do it with me. And I was okay, for sure. So I ran, and I was so nervous when I first gave my speech. I was shaking so bad, and I gave probably some really stupid, cheesy speech, and I thought it was going to be a lot of work, and it ended up being so much fun. And getting to know every single person on Stuco was a blast, and it helped me get to know older kids and be able to public speak and come up with ideas. Morgan and I have been friends since middle school. I met her one of my first day of 7th grade. I had choir with her, and she was the coolest but also most intimidating person ever. I was so scared of her, trying to make awkward conversation. I'd be hey, nice shirt, and it'd be I'll be oh god, I'm so stupid, why'd I say that? But we ended up being really good friends, and she made me try out for cheer with her and got me into Stuco, and then later got me into Harbinger. And so we always joke, she'll be I control your life, and she does, because I really look up to her. She's a big sister that I never had, which is really cliche. But Harbinger was the coolest thing that I did at East. I sucked at journalism. I got a C in J1, and I don't know why, but I was oh, I'm gonna apply for yearbook. And so originally I applied for yearbook to be a photographer, just because I wasn't very good at writing and I didn't know how to design, and I was well, I like taking photos. I'm not necessarily good at it, but I'd like to become good. I ended up meeting a lot of people going into my sophomore year on Harbinger that were super nice to me, and they were oh, you're on yearbook, oh, I totally could see you on Harbinger, you just have this Harbinger kind of style to you. And they convinced me to change. I ended up switching to Harbinger before the school year started, and it was the best decision ever. Harbinger has a lot more boys on the staff, which is not me being boy crazy, but they definitely add dynamic to the whole group, having a really diverse group of people, because all those older kids were so much fun, and they really got me involved. And if anything, they kind of gave me this whole idea that there isn't an age barrier between friends. I went out to lunch with some of these seniors, and it wasn't weird. I didn't think it was weird anymore, and I don't think it's weird for me to be friends with a sophomore or a freshman, for that matter. And they kind of just showed you that there's no stereotypes at East, and there's no cliques and things like that. You can be friends with whoever, and that's what I'm really grateful for with them. I think what I'll miss most about East is knowing everybody. I have a really good memory, and I recognize people really easily, and for some reason it makes me comfortable to know everybody at school. I know a lot of what people do. I recognize what cars they're driving. I know what they're involved in and things like that, and it's nice knowing that I'm not worried about anyone at our school. I know every single person for the most part, and it's comfortable knowing that you're in a community. It scares me going somewhere a big college with tons of people that I'll never get to know, because my favorite part about East was getting to know people that I didn't think I would ever become friends with in middle school. And I think that's scary for most people, and it's scary for me, but I think that's what I'll miss the most, is just becoming close with all these random people, and especially teachers and the principal.